5-7 Video Game Podcast.
Welcome everyone to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
What's going on?
The highest level for raw, unbiased gaming opinions. But we know why you're looking at us right now. We know why you're tuning in to listen.
Because we sexy.
That's one of the reasons.
True.
It's because of hosts like Turbo 857.
Ooh.
Who else we got here?
I go by the name of Sticks.
Algae857.
The 23rd Stallion.
And me, the one and only Big Choco. What up? What up?
Yeah.
What up?
Newest member, Big Choco. He's still here.
Holla.
He's still here.
I'm about to take a job.
Yeah, we just gained a member. We're about to lose one.
All right. So if y'all can get used to the streamlined set that we got going on here since last episode, we still got it going on. And let us know what you think about it in the comments.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty fly.
Yeah. We got
If your comment is good, I might read it out loud.
That's right. We'll even mention who
Might.
you are.
Might.
Might.
Maybe.
No
Nope.
guarantees.
Just maybe.
There'll be no guarantees.
It's a possibility.
No.
First comment. It's gonna say first.
Yeah, right.
So
We'll blur out your
Oh,
name.
I just wanted to say I just got this made.
Oh,
And if you guys out there want one of these,
merch.
let us know.
merch.
And we don't actually have a store for this yet, but
It's
I
coming
wanted
soon.
to I wanted to
Coming soon.
try it out. And let me know what you guys think.
I think it
Listen.
looks. I think it looks sexy.
It's dope.
No.
We'll send it
fire.
to you. But you gotta pay.
It's hot fire.
Yeah, right. It's vinyl printed. Vinyl
That's what's
printed.
up.
It's dope.
All right, so let's just jump right into this new little thing we got going. So we got the news right here. Ooh.
Yes.
Hope you like the
New
setting.
segment.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at the colors.
I like the colors. The orange. I like the orange.
Yeah. So what we got there, man.
All right, so first let's start off with this tweet leak. So Nintendo shows Super Mario 3 on the Switch.
Mhm.
So Nintendo, what is it? Nintendo of America, they put out a tweet saying that Super Mario 3 Online with Nintendo Switch Online, when the service launches this September, we'll get to relive that classic NES game, or NES game. If you didn't know.
NES.
They told you
NES.
Nintendo
Yes.
Entertainment System.
They told
Right.
you. They told you how to pronounce it, and then it's NES.
Ness.
NES. Like Howard and NES. We should have known that. I pretty much did know that, but
Earthbound.
Wow.
yeah, and Earthbound.
Yep.
But Howard and NES, if you looked at the old Nintendo Power.
Ness,
But,
you mean they
yeah.
do that slap out of the stage every time we play Smash Brothers.
No, we're not.
No, the one
I
that
was
cracks
thinking of
you
that
in
one.
the face with a freaking bat to knock Ganondorf's
I'm
ass
sorry. I'm
out.
sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go back.
So
to the news.
basically, in the tweet, they had a picture of Super Mario 3. So people are still mad that you can't buy these games, like these retro games. They're still mad that you can't go to the shop and buy them.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be available, people. How many times you played Mario 3? Why are you angry? You bought it already. You're mad because you can't buy it again? Be mad that you can't download it again.
It's
all right?
like the
You
new
already bought it.
generation.
How much is the service? What is it? $20?
20
I
bucks.
think it's $20.
20
a
bucks. So
year, right?
20
$20
bucks
for the year.
That's cheap
And you
as
can
shit.
play all the classic
That's cheap as shit.
There's gonna be a
NES
ton.
games.
There's gonna be a ton of games.
Personally, I'd rather do it. I'm tired of buying the same games every single generation.
Right.
What Punch Out so
Yeah.
many times. I'm fine with a streaming service.
Though I wouldn't mind the Wii Punch Out on the Switch.
I would
I
love
wouldn't
that.
mind that.
I would
If
love
they
that.
ported that over, oh,
My only thing is, I hope I don't have to be online to play Super Mario Bros. 3.
Oh, you will.
I hope I could download it somehow.
You need the Wi-Fi.
You know, on the Switch. I hope I
The
can
Wi-Fi.
download it on the Switch
It'll connect
and be able to play it.
Hotspot on your phone. You all have phones. Relax. This is the future. This is the future.
I don't know.
If you're in a tunnel and you can't wait 2 minutes,
That's still lame.
Speaking of,
That's so lame.
actually, you know what? Speaking of which, I was Mario Run.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
you can't play it unless you're online.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
in the tunnel actually in the city, and I was like, oh, I just hit the tunnel, and I'm like, oh, let me fire this game up to kill some time. And
Nope.
I was like, nope.
was not able to play it. I was like, come on, man.
It's surprisingly good for a mobile game.
It is.
Surprisingly good, but
When you can play it.
Well, that's why you support emulators.
No, hey, Jerry, you're right.
For this reason,
You
you can play your Mario. on
Nintendo's like,
emulator.
we'll find out whatever site you're talking about. Take it down.
We'll take you out.
What site?
We'll take you out.
On Nintendo.
We'll take you out. And your family.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, they haven't taken down sites, but whatever. You made us do it. It's already downloaded. So next one is the Kickstarter a Resident Evil 2, the board game by Steamforged.
That's crazy, right?
Board game. So people still make these things. Like,
Right.
when's the last time you played a board game?
It's probably Monopoly. But it was like years ago.
It's been a while.
It's been like 20
like
years, right?
sometimes,
Like-
like, like sometimes during the holidays, me and my family will break them out.
Right. It's a
Once in
family
a blue
thing.
moon.
Nostalgia.
Yeah,
It's a
Or,
family
or
thing.
if it's a power outage.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
played card games. It wasn't board games.
I'm saying you still do
Right.
that though.
They
We just don't
they
have it.
named that because you play it when you're bored.
Yeah.
Board games.
Yeah.
Damn. son.
Yeah.
But no, so listen, right? So in Kickstarter, you got this going. Resident Evil 2, the board game. It's a co-op, 1 through 4 players, set in the Resident Evil universe. It's Resident Evil 2's universe. So they did a pretty good job of
Right.
actually playing it out through like cards and stuff like that.
Mm.
I mean, will I get it? Probably not. I'm not really a big board game guy.
There
I
are
mean, I did have Ninja Turtles, the board game. Y'all remember that?
I never knew that existed.
I
Played
don't know if I remember it. I don't know if I remember.
Someone's showing their age a little bit.
Hey, if I named any board game, I'm showing my age, all right?
Mousetrap.
Yeah, Mousetrap.
That's before my time, guys. So
Every game was basically like the same thing.
Right.
It was not a big difference in your board games. But now, I mean, I guess with cards, everything is they can play it differently. They can play by the rules of the game.
Dungeons and Dragons, man.
Oh god.
Yeah,
that
I never played
ends.
that.
That was complicated as hell.
Never played that. But it's like it's
20-sided die.
Why don't they just make a Monopoly edition of it and call it a day?
I almost wanted to get that Nintendo Monopoly. I saw it in my store.
There's
I
so
was
many
like,
I
iterations
almost
of
wanted to
Monopoly,
get the
man.
Dragon Ball Monopoly.
it was a Dragon
Dragon
Ball.
Ball
The
Monopoly.
Dragon Ball
They got Monopoly everything, man.
I almost got it like 2 weeks ago. I was like, when am I ever gonna play this? No,
No one's,
way.
no one's ever gonna
Wow.
play that.
Not getting that. Nah.
Nope.
I think these guys are going to accomplish their goal because I'm scared of funding it.
No, they
No, but
already,
you know
it's
what,
already
though?
done.
Yo,
it
but
did, it did
I'm
like 8
scared
times.
of buying it.
No,
Scared
but
of
here's
buying
the thing, though. There's
They made like 8 times as much.
Well, there's
Board
an
games,
audience.
How much does
That's
that
awesome.
cost?
No,
That's
but there's an
awesome.
audience there there are people that actually collect board games.
Oh yeah,
And still,
Yeah.
especially
it
if they're
still makes
good.
money,
And from
so-
what I've heard that this is pretty good.
They said it was
Yeah.
good, right?
Yeah,
there's a market for it.
said it's 20 plus
It's just
hours
not
of
me.
gameplay.
I'm not
How you
playing
play-
Play a board game for 20 hours.
how you play a board game for 20 hours?
Who has time to play 20-hour game?
There's a
board
save
game?
spot?
Yes.
Yeah,
Don't touch
Just
the
leave the
table.
board game. We'll come back tomorrow and
save
resume.
state.
I
Do not
stand
touch the
corrected.
table.
Oh my gosh.
Chess games go on for hours and hours and hours.
That's
man.
true.
Yes, they
Years
do.
even. That's crazy. You're like, oh, I don't. It's your turn.
Safe state.
You gotta play time chess with the freaking timer.
Man, I ain't playing no chess. Please.
Time chess.
That has never happened. Never, ever, ever. So, yeah, I mean, will I ever play this game? No. But but I'm glad that there's still a market out there for some board games. It's a good one.
Glad it's sold.
Yeah. So, what's the next news going on? So, crossplay news. Sony refuses to budge on crossplay policies. So, if you haven't known, PS4 players are still segregated from other consoles and PCs. What is it? They play. What was it? Was it Fortnite?
Fortnite?
That was the first
Yeah,
thing. That was the
Fortnite.
first game that started this whole fiasco.
Mhm.
So,
I thought it was Rocket League.
well,
Because that's a multi-platform.
but it didn't make like huge headlines. It didn't make people have like everybody was tweeting them and everybody's like, how come I can't play my game? I've been playing this. I want
Oh.
to play it on here. When it came out for the Wii at E3, everybody wanted to log on from their PlayStation. It was like, oh, I'm gonna just move my stuff over here. It's portable. Keep my game going. No, you can't. You can't log on with that name. You have to start a new name, start a new game to play that. So that's when it started hurting people. Everybody was angry. So I mean, the first game to do the crossplay, like universally, was Rocket League, as far as I know. But yeah. So
Why won't they budge?
they just don't want
Money.
to. They never
Money.
said
It's
they
always
wanted
money. It's,
Money.
it's always money.
And even Bethesda, I think they said, I forgot what game it was gonna be. That they're
to. It's gonna be. It was Elder Scrolls Legends.
It was Ellis. Okay, and they said that they're not gonna come out with it on PS4 until Sony budgets. But
Well, I brought the news up now. That's what we're gonna get to.
oh really?
So
You had
yeah,
that
they
stuff?
said they're not bringing that game out because it's not in their plans for the game. Like that's how it's supposed to be played. If you can't play with everybody, we're not putting it on your system. But they don't want to segregate and have different people on certain things. They want everybody to be one thing, play each other. It's all one world. That's it. But then now PlayStation doing this is always
Segregation.
Sony, and only Sony. So yeah, we'll see. They thought it was gonna make them budge, but they were like, nah, still nothing. And then as time goes, people stop talking about it.
Lame.
Of course.
Let's stop talking about it until next time.
Because something else came out. That's
Boo Sony boycotting the PS5.
Oh man, get out of here. It'll have to happen sooner or later. They will
Boycotting the PS5.
Unless they come out with
I mean, it should
an
have happened a
Assassin's
while
Creed
ago.
Unity 2.
Man, all right, next news.
Damn.
Wow, shut him down.
So, Telltale's The Walking Dead, the final chapter, came out on the 14th. I don't know when you're watching this, but it came out yesterday if you're watching it live. And there was a lot of chaos yesterday on the Xbox front. So many people tried to pre-order and did not get their pre-order for purchasing it. And the game was not available for the whole day while it was out. So everyone's streaming it when they got it for PS4, when they got it for PC. Everyone's streaming it, playing it, going through the whole game, dropping spoilers here and there. And people on Xbox are like, how come I can't download my game? It still says pre-order and not available. And I was one of them. I played all these games on the Xbox, so I'm like, oh, I'm not buying it on the PS4 because I want to connect my games to it.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Sucks for you.
1999. I'm like, 1999. Not available. 1999. Not available. So I'm just looking. I'm like, all right, listen.
Does the Switch have
I'm
it?
not doing it.
Not
No,
yet.
it doesn't.
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm still
That's
very behind in that game.
But they didn't get there. They were supposed to get the Walking Dead collection if you pre-ordered it the day before. Or I think people just got on a bit late and they tried to do it last second.
Episode
and then
1
they
and 2
messed up.
first? With it? Episode
You get episode
and
1,
three.
2.
you'll
Oh,
get
okay.
seasons 1, 2, 3 be shown, and
Oh, I forgot about the
Oh.
Michonne one.
and 400 days.
Wow.
That was all together, and they're the remastered ones. And I'm pissed because I bought all of the regular ones, and I don't have the remastered one, and that was going for like $50. I'm like, I already bought it.
You got
You should have
jerked.
gave
Well, I
me
got
that.
the-
I have all of them.
You got jerked.
No, I have all of them. So they should allow you to download that.
If they release it
Because
on the
it's a
Switch,
download.
then it's worth it.
Yeah,
But
seriously.
portable.
Release on the Switch.
But what's messed up though?
It'd be worth it.
Nobody got. A lot of people didn't get the pre-order, and
What?
it was $30 for all of that. And I was mad because I found out a day late.
This is episode 3, right? Or is it 4?
all of them. This is
No. This one.
This
This
is
is
final
4.
four. Yeah.
This is 4.
Yeah.
Kev, how many did you play of this?
I played the first 2 seasons. I did not play the
Same
third
here.
one. And I didn't play
2.
Michonne, but I
2.
played
I played
400
the first
days.
Did you play any of them?
I didn't
The
play
Telltales?
400
Mm.
days.
400 days is
I
good.
gotta be in a mood. I gotta be in a certain mood.
Yep.
I played all of them.
I can't. I,
I
don't
like
know.
'em, man.
I liked 1 and 2, and the
1 and 2
Michonne one.
are
I
good.
liked them all.
I
but
played Game of Thrones. I played the Batman.
I did not mess with the Game of Thrones one.
I played that one.
Very good.
I didn't mess with
Very
it.
good.
But
gotta be
what
in
I'm
that
saying
mode.
though is that it ruined my streaming day because I was gonna stream it first day. I ain't streamed it yet. So
You got jerked.
no, by the end of the day, relax. I'm not the only one. But by the end of the day, it was released after half the day of not being available.
Yikes.
But they still didn't come through with the pre-order shit though.
Wow.
Wow.
So
That's a ball drop right there, man.
Yeah.
So
Absolute ball
season
drop.
pass I bought. So well, you'll be seeing me streaming soon.
Excellent.
So
Tell them to get rid of that license and give it over to andThe Labs so we can.
well,
get
it is the
some-
final chapter. So
Yes,
who
it
knows?
is. There we go.
Who knows if they're making more after?
They shouldn't just go to andThe Labs. Make me happy.
Nah, man, they gotta have a new story.
Shut the fuck up.
So that's the news for this week at least.
If we missed any news, y'all leave some in the comments.
Hey, yeah.
Not
Sure.
condoms. I said condoms.
How do we get there?
But I'm telling
Going
you.
to the main
I know
topic.
this is kind of old news, but you guys heard that the people are actually enrolling their children with Fortnite tutors.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's mad.
But we're done with the news though. You see the screen?
I know.
Yeah, right?
Damn.
Bonus news.
Nah,
Bonus news.
Bonus.
Wow.
That was like the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
They should be
But
ashamed.
it's
Honorable mention.
They should
People
be
are crazy.
ashamed of themselves to do that to their fucking kids.
I haven't played Fortnite yet, even though I downloaded it. I still haven't played
A
it.
Don't they
Fortnite
realize
teacher?
the fad is gonna be done by the time that kid graduates from this
Yeah.
whatever the hell it is? It's crazy.
There's always like when it comes to those competitive games, they're fads. It's like Overwatch and Fortnite, and something else is gonna come out. And it's the same
Overwatch is
shit.
still going strong though.
I know, but it's, I mean, still can get these.
Well,
Stuff.
I thought with
Damn.
Overwatch, I thought with Overwatch being as big as it was, that there wouldn't be room for another game like Fortnite, especially with what you call it doing as good as it was.
Think about online only.
PUBG,
Mm.
Oh yeah.
and now nobody's talking about that.
The next
What y'all
big
talking
thing.
about? What y'all talking about?
Listen, that's what the problem is with online only games. You're only as good as the next big thing.
Yeah, that's what caused me to
Yeah.
lose a little bit of interest in Overwatch.
Exactly.
Like, there's no campaign, so I can't really like
Right.
practice with these characters unless I'm getting mutilated online.
You think with the success that that thing had, they would have had some type of campaign mode released?
No,
No.
I think you can watch the campaign on a YouTube video.
Yeah, they have movies,
Yeah,
mini movies.
pretty
But
much.
it is what it is, man. Like I said, I wish that was like that, but nope, only online. So as long as the servers are up, you're good. But nah, man. When they shut it down,
That's
who's gonna
it.
play it? Yeah, it's over.
If you bought the physical disc, then you're assed out.
Yeah.
It's a doorstop.
It's a doorstop.
So mine. It's a
It's a
key.
coaster. It could be a coaster too.
Oh, coaster, yeah.
Coaster.
Actually, makes a nice coaster.
Get that coaster.
Makes a nice coaster.
So on to the main topic of today:
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
old school versus new school gamers. Ah
Yeah,
man.
Who's better? Who wins?
Hey, oh, man.
What?
Yes.
What was that?
We challenge you all.
He just wanted to say something very cheesy in 80s.
Level
Yeah.
857 versus the world, son. Come
Yeah,
see me.
for real.
Yeah, online. We don't
Yeah.
play online. We old school. Nah, they play online.
Local battles
come
only.
on,
Local-
Logo. Couch.
Yeah.
Couch.
Yeah, so you gotta come to the crib.
Nah, we'll come over.
if you want that ass
visit,
whooped.
we'll visit you guys. You ain't coming here.
You ain't coming here. You ain't coming here.
So the thing is, we watching videos. I mean, these are ancient by now, but I mean, just watching younger kids play old school games like they used to do in the reacts. Like when they say, "Oh, teens play what such and such," like Contra or whatever. Like watching younger kids play the old school games, it hurts. It pains me so much because listen, there's two buttons. There's two buttons in a controller. The controller is still the same. You still move left, right, up, down. These kids play. They play on controllers that have 10 buttons, 15 buttons. Mice that have 30 buttons on it, and they're fine. They play with keyboards.
I think that's probably
You know what?
That's probably was when we were watching a Contra video. We were
Yeah.
watching these teenagers, multiple teenagers of 2, play
You can watch
Contra.
any.
Contra
You can watch any of those.
for the Nintendo.
You can watch any of those.
They couldn't get past half the stage. They died multiple times.
They
and
can't get past
They
any.
couldn't shoot down. They couldn't kill the people at the bottom of the stage. They couldn't jump over things. It was they couldn't shoot.
I think it's because they don't
I don't
pay
understand.
attention enough.
The funny thing is though, but like with games nowadays, like you said before, they have multiple buttons
Yeah,
to
it's
work with.
very
Tons
hard
of
to play.
buttons. Remember our brother who did stop playing games because there was so many buttons. So like when it got past Genesis, he stopped playing.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Fuck, there's too many buttons." So like, the youngins are dealing with multiple buttons nowadays, and they're playing like complicated games, like a lot of things you have to remember, like this button for your inventory, this button to dash, this button, but they can't grasp 2 buttons,
Jump and shoot.
jump and shoot, and move.
They were hitting one button for at least 10 minutes.
It was
And
the
then they hit the
most
other one and said, "Oh."
craziest shit I've ever seen.
I think it has to do with touchscreens. They're used to touch screens and shit, so
They still
not
got
having a
controllers,
physical
though.
button.
They still got
It's like,
controllers.
ah.
If you played Contra on the phone, they wouldn't play it that bad.
Yeah, but we grew up with the foundation of gaming, which is the D-pad and the fucking, and the regular buttons, man.
Well, maybe it's the translation. Oh, bubble in the throat. You hear that? That's crazy. Guys, I'm gonna keep talking like this for the whole time. No, but maybe it's the cross to the analog thing. They're just
Yeah.
like,
Maybe.
it's like putting like what is it? Putting mittens on like a dog. They walk like this. But it's still walking. It's less like what is this? I don't know this motion. Like there was a customer of mine came in on 23 years old, was talking about Street Fighter 2 came out for the it's on the Super Nintendo Classic.
Yeah.
I can't do this fireball. I can't do a fireball. He couldn't do a fireball.
The basic motion.
The basic motion in fighting game history. He was having issues.
Downright punch.
Well, think about it though. When we first played Street Fighter, no one knew how to do a fireball.
I was like
it's
5.
second nature.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's second nature to us because we learned it and it's been in every
Isn't
game
that motion?
possible.
That motion is in like everything now, though,
It's
right?
in
When's the last
everything.
time you played a fighting game though? Like these new guys, new schoolers haven't played a fight. Like it was huge
Well, I mean, they got
Obviously,
Injustice. They got tons of stuff.
got
Yeah,
stuff.
but you don't even throw
Mortal
a half
Kombat.
circle in there.
You can do
Barely.
fireball motion, yeah.
But that's barely how you do it.
I
What
mean,
is it? Back, forward, and things
It's
like
all
that.
legit-
Well,
Forward, forward.
honestly, with Injustice and Mortal Kombat, those type of games,
It's
those,
button mashing.
It's not even button mashing.
masher.
It is.
The
they're
moves are
combos.
done. The moves are done completely differently.
Right. They're not quarter circle motions.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not quarter circle all the time. It's weird. It's
The
a lot
timing.
of charge motions. It's
Right.
it's very different.
I didn't know how to do an uppercut.
Stances too.
I
When
know
you
how
hit
to do
that,
it.
when you hit that, when you hit that Street Fighter mode, that 2D fighter, like that's when.
If you don't do
Well, not
spe-
exclusively 2D fighters.
if
but-
you don't do special moves though, you look awful.
Oh yeah.
Like you're just hitting a button and doing this roundhouse
You're
kick.
doing
you look,
fierce.
you look
Remember when I first
awful.
played Street Fighter 2? Fierce punch.
Yeah.
Fierce punch.
But it
Just
looks
like-
terrible. So I can
Yeah.
imagine how somebody who's never seen that type of game steps on there and it just looks awful because they don't know the fundamentals of it.
Yeah, it's-
But the
it's
way those games
crazy.
were back in the day and how they differ from now, those were all like reaction based. Like, okay, I gotta move this way, I gotta dodge, I gotta do this because something's happened on the screen, I gotta get away from it. Now, when you're on a game, it's like, all right, are you telling me the story? Are you moving by yourself? Am I waiting for something to happen? Like, it's totally different. Like, if I played a first-person shooter, like, I'm not a big first-person shooter guy, even though we've lived through that era and it's still going on now. I never picked up on those. I don't go like, oh, there's someone on my right. Oh, there's someone on my left. There's someone behind me. I hear it in my footsteps. I hear it in the headset. I don't play like that.
No, I've sucked from the jump. Like
I don't-
I've sucked at first persons from the jump.
But
I remember
the
when
new
I
school
first
is,
started playing first
you
person
do it.
shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no, it's insanely hard to learn. Like when you first do it, and it's like, especially when you're playing against other people that are seasoned in it, you're like, you're turning around, you're figuring out where to look, much less shoot, and you're dead.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how I
respawn.
play.
Oh, I'm dead.
that's
Yeah.
how I play.
That's yeah.
It's like, oh, who's that?
I'm happy if I kill one person. I'm like, oh, I got him. All right, turn it off. I'm
You're
good.
online.
I'm happy
Fuck
for the day. Fuck that shit. But it's like games like Cuphead and like Dead Cells, like 2D. Those are like old school type games that are being released nowadays. Now,
Yeah.
do you think most people who are buying them are people like us, or you think new schoolers are actually
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, this looks cool, let me try to buy it, and they're like, fuck this game.
From what it looks like, no, listen, like, people, like, I don't play Atari. I miss that era.
Thank God.
I don't play it.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I miss that era. I don't like Atari. I know it's bad control. But I see people like from King of Kong, like those guys who play the arcade stuff. They play it like it's perfect. It's perfect control.
Yeah.
They know how to play it. They know how to do everything. They love that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I can understand how somebody who didn't play the 8-bit stuff that I played would think that it's trash and it's control bad or whatever. They just didn't learn how to play it. And they don't look back on it and they think of it how I think of Atari. So I don't blame them
Or Street
if they
Fighter
don't
1.
like it. But if something like Cuphead comes out, that looks new. That looks way better than anything like that looked. So they'll give it a chance because it looks like something new.
Are they buying it though?
Yes.
But based on how it looks.
Millions and millions. It's
No,
so
no, I mean like it's.
But
it's
no, they'll buy it based on how
Is
it
it a
looks, and
combination mostly, like half and half of like older gamers, younger
They don't
gamers?
really care how it plays.
Um,
It just cares how it looks. And it, like,
Yeah.
it's very popular, those types of games, because of, like, not the AAA studios, because of the indie studios.
It's like when we saw that the guy. I refuse to believe this video was real, but the guy that was doing the demo of playing Cuphead,
Cuphead,
he
yeah.
was doing just like how to jump and
Oh,
stuff.
the reviewer.
He couldn't get
yeah.
by
He couldn't do it.
the actual tutorial of how to jump over stuff. And I'm like, no, this has to be bullshit.
was
You
no
can't be this
way.
fucking terrible.
Yeah.
No.
It was
way.
I
just.
couldn't even get it.
It's almost look like all right. If I play a first person, yeah, I'm going to look pretty bad. I'm gonna but I can grasp the general controls of moving around and targeting people and trying to shoot people. Like if someone's right there, I could target them and shoot them. The youngins can't shoot people in front of them by hitting a fucking button.
But
like I
On a
don't
2D
fucking
plane.
yeah, you
On
could
a
just hit the
2D
fucking
plane.
button and you should kill them.
I think the 2D is messing them up, though, because they don't realize how to play in that 2D
I
plane.
guess
Yeah.
that might be
I'd say
it. I
that's
mean that has
probably
to
what
be
it is.
it.
Yeah.
Because it's limiting to them. They're like, oh, how do you shoot down? I'm hitting down. He's looking weird.
And
But
I-
but also not to
D-pad
cut you
analog
off.
thing.
But also what was more troubling was Battletoads because you can move up and down and
Yeah,
they were
yeah, yeah.
moving up and down fine.
they were walking
but
off the
they could
stage.
not tackle that fucking dragon. It was not that tough. It was what it was? It was timing. Their timing was so bad.
They kept walking off the
They
stage.
didn't have timing. Like I think new gamers are used to exploitation more than actual learning timing. Like figuring out how to exploit a game rather than actually learning how to play a game.
That's like Jay's tactic.
And a lot
Jay,
of
that's why Jay used to play those games.
and a lot of games these days,
Yeah.
they all have a lot of crutches. That's why they have so many goddamn buttons.
Well, you have to
They
think
all have
also.
so
Different
many
ways to play the
crutches.
same
Like,
game.
You have to.
Old school, if you miss a jump, you miss the jump.
Yeah.
This like new school, you miss a jump, you got a grappling hook.
Yeah.
You can
All
grab
right.
something. You can grab a ledge. Like you always
There's
have
multiple
a crutch.
ways to get by the.
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of hand holding.
yeah, yeah.
And a lot of the new
Yeah.
titles that aren't first-person shooters, there's hand holding.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
think
it's
about-
Like like Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
You played it. And
Yeah.
like, okay, I gotta jump over here. Oh, it's telling me I gotta jump there. Oh, I know what button to hit. Oh, okay, it's showing me what button to hit on here. Okay, I fell. But I can grab one again. Oh wait, I fell. Oh, I died. I started right at the same spot. What can I do here? Like there's no consequences for dying. Like if you had 3 lives in Tomb Raider, you'd be like, oh man, I better not die because this game is over
Yeah.
if I die 3 times.
Yeah.
I could die 1,000 times in Uncharted. And it's gonna be like, okay, I'm at the start again. I'm at the same part that I died at.
Yeah.
There's no consequence. I can do whatever I want until I pass it.
It's like
That's
try
why
again, dummy.
That's why it's a movie. No, that's why they're more like movies
Yeah.
than actual games. And
Yeah.
I will get past the part. There's no way you're gonna. I'm not gonna get stuck
Yeah.
in an Uncharted or a Tomb Raider.
Yeah. As you were saying, though. What?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh.
That's why I shut up. I was like,
He's like, shit, I lost my
if I don't get my thought out, I'll forget.
No, but
And it was something important.
maybe
so I
this
was
will
like,
kind of get it going. But with the old games, it was you would, if you die, like you were saying, you get penalized.
You gotta get
You
better.
gotta go like Ninja Gaiden. Even though they made part 2 easier, you still have to
It's a hard
start.
game, though.
You still have to start at the beginning of the
Yep.
fucking stage, and it's a very, very difficult stage. Nowadays, like the Uncharted's and the Tomb Raiders, awesome
Yeah, of
games.
course.
I've loved it, but if you can't beat those games, I mean, come on.
You'll get past it.
You will get past it. Like you will get past it eventually, but you will in the old school games you will fucking suffer.
Oh, yeah.
For every single, like there's still some games that I like. What was the game that it's old school, but I didn't like it enough to try to beat it. We tried to play it, Mercenaries 3 was it?
Yeah.
And
No, that was
3 continues, done.
that was Mercs.
That was
Mercs?
Was it?
Oh, that overhead
No,
shooter?
Mercs is the arcade. There was a Mercenaries
Mercs
2
is
or
so
3 that
good.
came out for the Xbox
Well, no, it was
Live.
the sequel to that.
Maybe.
It was a sequel to Mercs.
maybe.
But it was called that.
Yeah.
It was Mercenaries 3. Yeah,
Oh, I'll remember.
I wrote it down.
He's like,
Yeah, I had to write it down so I wouldn't forget again. Basically, the old school gamers, it's a different generation. If you're comparing apples to apples, it's not the same shit. You have to look at the length of time it took to actually develop a game. Look at now, how many games come out on the daily? There's games that come out, hundreds of games
Yeah.
that are released daily, every platform. And then back in the day, we were younger, so you didn't really have the money and shit. The games
You would get a
weren't-
game for a year.
the games, yeah. So when you got a game, you had to learn everything that that was your game. Like that
I
was
miss
the game
those
that you
times.
had.
Yeah.
You don't
But-
have that now, and the games are so cheap now
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you could buy a freaking game for
Yeah,
like
there's
$5,
no game drought.
$2. Yeah, there really isn't.
You could chill with Zelda 1 and something else for the entire year and be good.
And then
But replayability.
that's not even counting fucking mobile games. Like a kid can
Yeah,
play
so many
on their
mobile
phone. There's so
games.
many games for free that you
But
don't have to buy anything.
Yeah, no, it's
old
true.
school games replay value was way higher because if you beat
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
you just play it until you get better to beat it again.
Because that's all you had.
If
Yeah.
you have it now, if I play one of these games that's more like a movie
Yeah.
than a game, if I beat that, I'm not going back
You're
to
done.
play it. I'm not going back to play it.
Not unless they have
Ever.
extra modes or extra incentive to
I mean, they
like
put-
here
they
goes
could
new
put some.
costumes and
Right.
But as far as getting better at the game until I'm like breezing through
Yeah.
it, nah, not really.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they hold, like you were saying before, they hold your hand too much in the newer games. But
That's why some of
there's
the
a-
newer games are getting huge again for being harder.
Well, the reason why they hold their hands though, because the AAA titles, they want to appeal to a mass audience. They want to sell
Yeah.
to everybody. So
Accessibility.
they just dumb it down so that everybody can
Play it.
Yeah.
play
And
it.
get far in it.
But the
think
titles
somebody's-
that are getting huge now are the challenging ones.
Yeah.
Because people are learning that a game can be harder and you get
Right.
a certain satisfaction out of beating a harder game
And then
than
they-
just being dragged through it.
hence the
Dark
the,
Souls.
hence
Dark, yeah, that's what
or
they
hence
compare it to
the
Dark
gu-
Souls.
the Gungeons, the Wizards of Legend, those games.
Yeah.
Oh, you die, start from scratch,
No
and,
continues?
and it's randomized every fucking time you play.
No
What's
continues.
cool though, what's cool
That's a
about
new
that,
thing, though.
Yeah.
what's cool about the indie stuff though is that because people who played those types of games are now making those games, so the old schools are now making games that they liked when they were younger, getting all these new people into games like that, it's going to just start to cycle over. So we're not losing that type of gameplay.
Yeah.
Which is great, but do you think for those retro indie games that are being released, do you think it's us who are buying them or the new schoolers who are buying
Both.
those games?
Both.
Think it's
Yeah, I would say both.
I would say more of us, but I think
The
those scholars
popular
are getting
ones?
into
No,
it.
because I
That
think
sense of
there's
nostalgia
a lot of
always,
Yeah.
there's-
always is a good selling.
Because new people will be like, oh, it's popular, I'm going to get it. The old school will make it popular by getting it.
Well, I
Because
know.
you get your old school 8-bit.
I was gonna say I know parents that I work with that got their kids into old school games.
Oh, yeah.
Into 2D games,
All of them.
and they're like obsessed with it. Like they love them all.
That's why
And-
the Nintendo and the Super NES have gotten popular like that.
exactly.
My kids can play
So-
this and this and this.
I think it's both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely both.
But
But I know they're for
There's
Rude
8
Awakening when they play that shit. They're like,
well,
I like
it's
this.
a different word. But I mean, there's 8-bit indies, like they look like 8-bit
Right.
or 16-bit, and then there's ones that look like Ori and like games that look like crazy animation, like new games, but they're still based on that type of gameplay. That's what I like.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't miss
Like
out on the
Cuphead,
game,
yeah,
it's
like
fine.
Cuphead.
Cuphead
Cuphead
is
is a perfect
It's a
example.
run and gun. Like you don't play games like that.
one of the
on
most
regular.
aggravating games I've ever played in my life.
But
That's one of the most beautiful
How'd you
games.
feel when you beat it? Though?
I didn't even care about the ending.
No.
I said, fuck the
Just
ending.
had to
This is an accomplishment. This is a gaming accomplishment
So
to
it's
beat
good.
this fucking game.
Getting
That's
that
why.
achievement.
But that's
Yeah.
why I never got into first-person shooters because I don't get the glory of okay, I passed this because it's the same. It's different because you're fighting people.
So you
If
play
you're going
Doom.
online, I'm not talking about the campaign mode.
Yeah.
I can
Oh, okay.
beat.
Okay.
Like I can beat a campaign mode on like Call of Duty or whatever.
Yeah.
So those games aren't hard. I'll die on a part. I had time.
me too.
See, but
Me
that's
too.
the thing, though. You
Me
can at
too.
least, you're
But
at least,
you'll get through it.
You can at least be good enough to get through a campaign,
so it's not like
regardless
I
if you
suck.
suck at the game.
It's not like I suck at the game.
You can grasp the concept of moving forward
Yeah.
and shooting a target. Like,
I like the game mechanics of here's a level.
Yeah.
Can you beat this level? I want to play things that smart people who made the game make you do.
Yeah.
I don't want to rely on people who just play the game and learn how to exploit it and cheat it to make the game fun for me because that's not how the game is meant to be
never-
played. I don't want to play it like that. That's why
You
I
know
don't play
what?
it real people. Like it pisses me
I
off.
understand.
That's why I don't like the Division. I was so upset when that game out. I was like, this is online only? There's no camp. What
Yeah.
what
Well, now,
kind of shit is
The
this?
new one.
What kind of shit is this?
The new one is gonna be.
No, 'cause everything I saw on it looked dope. I'm
looked
like, oh,
crazy.
this shit looks ill. Third person. I'm like, it's a post-apocalyptic.
They got me bad on that too. I was like, oh,
And
I'm
I'm
fucking
like-
with this game. Oh, it's online only. Go fuck yourself.
I hate that shit,
Kiss
man.
my
It's a different
ass.
type of game.
I like
Yeah.
I like a campaign. I
Yeah.
like a storyline, a
Give me a
narrative.
campaign.
I need.
I am low maintenance when it comes to games. I'm so low maintenance, it's ridiculous. Give me a campaign, do a little something, shoot some people. I'll be happy. I'm good. But if you're not gonna
It's
give
like-
me that,
It's
come
like
on,
Mario
man.
Maker or something. Like, I find
something.
it great that people can make their own stages, and they do come out with some genius stages.
I can't
Come
do
on.
it, man.
Some people made a whole
I can't do it.
game.
I suck at it.
But
Sad.
There's people who made a whole game within that game.
no, I know there's millions of stages. But what I'm saying is, would I buy that over Miyamoto, like regular Mario?
Right.
No,
No.
I would buy something from the genius that makes that type of game
Right.
and play that through before I play anything that anyone's ever made. But a game like that, I mean, yeah, there's voting systems and stuff that can get you to, you go to the cream of the crop on there.
Cream of the crop.
I knew you were going to
Rise
to the top.
You didn't know you saw the finger go right?
I was gonna say,
He does. He's like, someone's gonna do it.
I found this article, just so you guys know, I found this article. It's kind of funny. It's old school gamer words that new school gamers don't understand.
Oh, I got one before you even say it.
Oh, go ahead. It might be on the list already.
Turned it over.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's
Turned
not.
it over.
It's
Or
not
I-
on here.
I know Flips is on there.
No.
Mastered.
Mastered.
No.
Mastered.
One up.
No.
One up
But
to
if you
it.
didn't
All
know,
right, let me go through the list before you guys knock it too.
Let
Let me
Al
go
go through the
fucking
list. Let Al go through the list.
but because it's not on there, let me just explain
No,
what
it's
turned
not.
over means.
Okay.
So in Atari, you didn't beat the game. There was no ending.
Oh no
So-
no! It's called something. It's
Okay.
called, all right. It's
if
on
it's
the
on
list.
there, you explain it.
It's
there.
on the list, and I'll
Okay,
explain
okay.
what it is when
Go
I
ahead.
get to it. It's actually the last thing on the list, but it's not called Turned Over.
Okay.
Let me start from the top. Bits.
Bits, yeah. No one
Yeah.
talks in
The
bits
bit
anymore.
wars.
No, no.
That's
16
16
bit.
bit.
16
man, that's
eight.
32 bit.
They don't know what you say. It's a new school game. They don't know
Yeah,
what
it's,
the
it's
fuck.
teraflops
they-
now, right?
Yeah, it's
I got
sometimes-
that 64 bit.
I don't know, man. They
But
don't
this
know- they don't know
Jaguar
what-
Gigs of RAM.
is 64-bit. It's not though. It's 232s. It's not the same thing.
It's like rims. It's like rims.
The next one is continues.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Nothing says continue anymore.
No,
Nothing
it
says it.
doesn't. Wow.
They don't know what the hell that is.
Depends on the game. There's still something like we
That's
said.
It's a fighting game that would say that.
Mm.
Continue.
Yeah.
Continues.
I want to see the screen when they're trying to blow out the bomb or something.
Yeah.
Like,
The next one is fog.
Fog.
Like when the game
Oh, you mean Nintendo 64?
and 64 days.
Oh,
When there
jeez.
was a draw distance, you couldn't see. So
Oh,
they lit up the
Listen
screen with fog, so you
Quick-
can't.
Wow.
Quick thing about-
PS1.
Quick thing about Nintendo 64 though.
I never heard
If
that.
you mention a Nintendo 64 game is bad to a new schooler, oh, they will be furious.
Oh, that's their that's their Nintendo.
Yes.
That's their NES for them.
Yes.
That's
their-
their,
yeah.
that's their
Yeah.
Nintendo
Yeah.
famous.
You say something bad about Donkey Kong, you say something bad about Wave
Banjo-Kazooie?
Race or yeah, Banjo Kazooie, all those types of games, they weren't.
It's a wrap.
They weren't.
I can't take
They
those
weren't the
games.
greatest. Like some of those games weren't the greatest.
They were collectathons, man.
Yeah, but they don't understand that because that was their childhood. You
Right.
can't talk about their childhood because they
64 was
think
an
of it
interesting-
completely different than we do.
Interesting system.
Because
But
that was not our
it
introduction.
was the beginning of Smash Brothers, so you know that's very important.
But that's a whole new thing.
1-Up was on there, like Kev
There
said.
you
1-Up. Extra
One up they
life.
still know because of Mario, but not really.
No, they don't really know that. Cheat code.
Wow.
Or code.
They don't know what the hell that shit is, man.
They don't know big head mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Game Genie.
No,
Going along
no,
with that.
hell
They
no,
don't know.
they don't
They don't
know.
know what the fuck that
You don't know
is.
Game Shark,
That's
Game
the only
Genie?
way I got to the last stage of Battletoads. Dead ass. There was no and I still couldn't beat it.
No,
I
we
couldn't beat
used
that
the
game
Game
with a
Genie.
Game
We
Genie.
couldn't
No.
beat it. We
Yeah.
had to beat it without the Game Genie.
Wow.
You couldn't beat it with the Game Genie.
I couldn't beat it with the Game
Because
Genie.
you get knocked and you
That's
die
crazy.
with
Yeah.
full energy.
Yep.
Yeah, high
That's
jumps.
exactly what happened.
That's a gaming accomplishment.
You know
Yeah.
what?
That's my top three.
Anybody who could beat Battletoads, new school, old school,
Two players.
I tip my hat to them.
We should stream it. We should stream the Eric's face.
Oh, yeah, I'll
Right
just
before the
screen
new
it.
one.
Commit suicide.
I'm not even gonna
Right
front.
before the new one, you do it.
Not even gonna front. I said to Jay the other day, I was like, I could probably fuck with this again. I could probably beat this. I could probably beat this. I don't know about that last stage though. but
Oh
I
my
could
God.
probably
If you
fuck
can
with
get to
it.
the boss, you can cheese it, but getting there, nah.
Bosses, I will destroy every single boss because you have to.
What's the other word?
The other one is cartridge.
Yeah. Hell no.
Yeah,
don't know
no,
what
they
the
can say it now.
Nintendo cartridge.
Because of the Nintendo Switch. They
So
got
it
cartridges.
is
not
a
a cartridge,
cartridge,
They
right?
call it card.
They got a card.
Yeah, they call it a
though.
card.
They
It's
call it
small,
cards,
man.
yeah.
It's not a real cartridge. N64 had cartridge. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, they're good.
Blowing into the cartridge.
Yeah, they know of it.
You know what's funny? That
Nobody
worked.
does
like,
that
The
shit.
funny thing is, it worked. Like that.
I know.
Like something like that.
But
worked.
anyway,
It
you
was
read
just
And
dust.
everybody had
It was
different
just
ways.
dust.
Like my cousin used to use the Q-tip.
it wasn't.
Remember the
It wasn't dust.
Okay, remember the
And then
trick?
What was it?
They said
I
anyone who
have
blew into
another
the
friend
cartridge,
Snap it
it
down.
didn't work.
Yeah, like you push it.
You gotta put like right before you put
snap
just
it
snap
quick.
it down. You have to hear a click, and
Is
then
that-
like it works all the time.
But is it the biggest lie in the world to say that when they say that blowing in the cartridge did nothing?
That's a lie. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That
All
shit works.
online, if you look it up, even the technicians, they say blowing into the cartridge did nothing.
That's bullshit. No.
What the fuck did it work? Was it just
No,
random?
it was dust.
No.
It just randomly works.
It was dust preventing the game from
It was-
making contact with the other people. Whatever, man. Nah. It works.
I don't know, man.
It was the
Hey.
way the system was made.
Lying ass
Because if you had a
motherfuckers.
if you had a top loading Nintendo,
Yeah.
that was never a problem.
Yeah.
Your games weren't dirty. They were never dirty. it was nothing.
I have a cousin of mine used to say, used to take the NES cartridge,
Put it in
put
your
it
shirt.
under the shirt,
Yeah.
and blow it through the shirt.
You put your shirt in, so you make it not dirty.
Why does everyone have like the techniques of what the fuck they would do?
I've seen that.
I was like, yo, what the fuck?
We
It
can,
worked.
we can do a whole
It worked.
podcast on how to blow into a
Yeah.
Nintendo cartridge.
That shit is crazy. We should do a video on that.
Wow.
But they said to
hilarious.
get your spit in it, and the actual breath is corroding the stuff. So that wasn't a good thing.
Oh, man. This next one, the next one is it's actually more to do with RPG, like old school RPGs. Random encounters. They don't have that
Oh,
shit
the
anymore.
walking and then you're
yeah,
getting
yeah,
stopped.
you're
That's
just walking
right.
random like, oh, you gotta fight.
Octopath Traveler.
You-
Octopath
oh, yeah?
Traveler,
Have it?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So that's
random
old
encounters.
school.
So you're
Yes.
walking
old
like on the
school.
map and
And
then
the
you get
next
to
thing
a
you know, you're in
fight.
a fight, and you have to
They
you
don't
have
like
to
it.
duke it out. 'cause-
They don't like it. New schoolers don't like that.
They kind of had
Fuck,
that.
no, they don't,
They
'cause-
kind of had that in Final Fantasy 15,
Yeah.
but only at night, because the
Oh, they
super
would just
strong-
jump out the ground.
Yeah, they would just literally come up out.
Well, you
the
could
ground.
run
You're
from 'em,
you're
yeah.
like, oh shit.
and you ran for your life.
Oh hell yeah. There were
Uh,
times that you would
night.
fight them, and then
That damn night,
15 minutes.
the red one. Nah.
This one's kind of a standard now, but at the time it was a new thing. The Rumble Pack.
Now they don't know what no rumble
They don't know what
pack
the
is.
fuck that is.
Wow.
The rumble pack.
That's crazy. That's crazy that was a thing. That's like, it's standard now.
Comes with the rumble.
Everybody's like, huh?
What's a rumble pack?
How did we live without that shit?
I don't use it
Now
now.
you know
Yeah,
when
my
you're getting
shit.
hit.
The first, not to cut you off,
No,
Al,
go
but the when I first got Stave Decay 2, before all the patches they released,
Yeah.
they when you hit a zombie and they get stuck in your car.
Oh,
your
destroy it.
No, you're fucking.
it would destroy the controller.
And it
rumble?
would just keep
It wouldn't
rumbling.
stop.
That's
Keeps
annoying.
rumbling.
Kills
That
the battery.
drains- That drains your controller. back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going
And I was
on?
like, glitch?
Yeah, they had to release an update to get rid of that.
Damn.
That's funny.
Next one is memory cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no such
You
thing.
know
now.
what?
A memory
There's no
card?
memory cards?
Oh,
No.
hell no.
Nah,
that's
there's no memory
right,
cards.
there's no memory
It's
cards
all,
now.
What was the last system with the memory cards?
PlayStation 2.
Xbox 360.
The best memory cards
No,
were
PlayStation?
Dreamcast.
Xbox 360.
Dreamcast.
The Dreamcast memory
Xbox
cards were the
360
best.
didn't have no memory
Yeah,
cards,
memory
bro.
cards.
Xbox
No,
360.
They had a hard drive.
Xbox.
Original
regular
Xbox.
had memory cards.
360 didn't? They didn't have the little
PlayStation
slot?
2.
No.
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 They got rid of it.
That was for the USB.
They
had it, like, in the beginning
The first Xbox had
to
memory
add a
cards.
gig
Yeah.
to save games.
Oh.
Because you could buy it without a hard drive.
We didn't? We didn't? No?
Nasty. Nasty.
Yo,
I
128
found them.
megabytes.
Yeah.
It was a PlayStation,
That was huge.
which is 15 blocks.
That's huge.
One game is one save is one block for
Found it,
PlayStation 1.
200.
And some games took 3 blocks, depending on how big the game
Yeah.
was.
I still
What
got
was
it.
it? Final Fantasy 7, I think, took like 4 blocks.
I had a
I was
Dex
like,
drive.
God damn it.
I had a Dex drive. And you can read the
Wow.
stuff off the card and change it.
Oh.
And you can put it up online. So if I had a save, I could put my save online.
And
That's
sell it
cool.
to somebody.
Huh? We had a site. It was in EGM too.
Was that the site I
me
used
and
to
Mom
mess
had a
with?
I remember that.
Is that the site I used to mess with?
I don't know. Maybe.
NMSL?
Stop giving up all your Black Ops secrets.
No, that was way before Black Ops. Please, I had wipeout saves.
They go,
Oh, man.
Listen, they
PlayStation.
Wipe out
they gonna come after you, son.
What else you got now?
The last one I got here is the word that you were looking for, which is kill screen.
Oh,
Is the word you're looking for. That's when
Actually,
in Atari they
that
made
is
the
different.
games. Huh?
It's different.
Is it?
Yeah.
Flip
Go ahead.
screen.
no,
Oh, I
flipping
know
the-
what you-
flipping the points.
I got you.
From
I got
99999
you. Yeah.
all the way
yeah.
to 0.
And then it goes.
And that's
yeah.
why I turned the game over.
Right.
It's
But
old
this is
school.
similar.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
But kill
similar
screen
where
means it just couldn't make it and it broke the game.
right. They never really.
That's when you created something
breaks it,
and you just
yeah.
didn't plan for someone getting that far.
It's
and
like,
then
yo,
you're like,
someone is that
Well,
good?
yeah, all right.
Like
fuck
Donkey
it.
Kong, they didn't program it to.
That's
think, you know,
lazy programming because, well, it's not lazy. They just knew
1,000
where
Then
it
it's,
was.
yeah, it's just it's for the time. It's like, damn.
It's like, man,
Yo,
it's
but
really
these
hard to
people-
get here.
To get there is like you got to play like 20 hours straight, man.
Yeah.
With no.
No, you can
pausing.
actually do it in like an hour on Donkey Kong.
Really?
Quick, yeah.
How?
You just have to max your points out into this level and it's over. Game over.
Damn.
Yeah, you can watch it. You can watch a kill screen on YouTube. You don't have to watch it too
Or
long.
you
They
can
got everything.
download the arcade version from Nintendo Switch's eShop.
And then
Get that kill
and then
screen.
Yeah,
get
you
that
do that.
kill screen.
Kev's like,
You stream that.
ooh, Switch. Ooh.
I'm not a
And
fan.
watch
I'm
they-
not a fan of the original
Ooh,
Donkey
Switch.
Kong.
Watch
I'm
them
sure-
actually fix it. Let me say.
Switch.
That's
just
the only
infinitely
place. That's the only
I'm
place you can
sure.
play an arcade game.
Wait,
is
wait,
on
yes,
Switch.
Kevin,
yes.
they pay you for that plug?
How about
Yes, they did.
They
Nintendo
paid
pay me. Send that check.
How
Send
about-
that check.
how about this word? Just to end it on this.
Send that check.
How about arcade?
Wow. Well, no, I mean,
They
Xbox
have
Live
bar
arcade. Let me
arcade.
say that.
no, but arcades are still.
Dave and Buster's.
How
Kinda
about
coming back.
Barcade? That still exists?
No, Barcade.
Yeah.
You and far
Arcade's
between.
still
though. You go to a little town, you never heard of that.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're in New
Barcade.
York or like Vegas or some big place,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what's
probably.
crazy? I would like to see somebody who didn't grow up with arcades go to Barcade and walk in there, for a drink and just be like, "What the fuck are these giant video games? What are these? These
things are so
What
ugly."
the sticks? What are these?" And they don't know what the fuck to do.
Nope.
I'd like to see him try
I suck at when it comes to like the fighting games, I can't play with those.
because they're broken.
No.
Because they're all broken. and-
No,
and there's beer
no matter
in
what,
it.
no matter what, I sucked at all. I can't.
There's cigarette
I need
burns
to-
and beer in the control.
Except for the one that we played at Sunrise Mall years ago at was it Galaxy? Galaxy,
Yeah.
when my man in black whooped Chocolate's ass in X-Men vs. Street Fighter. His controller was working very fine.
But they still have arcades at the restaurant places too. The
Listen.
what is it?
First of all, that was like the only dude that could beat me in the game.
Nah, he
in
whooped
the
that
whole
ass.
entire mall.
And then-
Charlie was it?
You know what the
the
messed up
restaurant?
part was?
Who was it? What?
He left.
Yeah, he just beat me and
He
left.
walked away. He beat you
beat
like
me
2 or
and
3
left.
times and just walked away.
Beat me and left.
What, like,
restaurant.
who the hell whoops someone's ass and just walks away? What's your thoughts?
He had to catch a train.
Or when Jay got his ass
I
whooped by that Vega
remember.
at Street Fighter Championship Edition at Joe's Deli. Tons of references y'all don't know, but people got their ass whooped in arcades, right, Jay? You ain't Vega.
People
Bang.
are looking it up right now.
You
They're
ain't
like,
Vega. Bam. Slam to the.
No one knows.
Don't
what you're
underestimate
talking
the internet, bro. These people are gonna look this shit up.
But now, what's
They're
the
gonna
restaurant?
find us.
I'm trying to
You know what, Al? You gotta do
what's
it.
the restaurant that has
Al,
arcades?
you gotta do a cartoon
Buster's.
animation of these stories. They need to know
Buster's.
this. You gotta do a cartoon animation of these stories.
Dave and Buster's still has it.
Still
Oh,
has
Oh yeah, they still
arcades.
arcades. Yeah,
Dave
they're
and
arcades.
Buster's.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
arcades.
And then there's another one too that just was around too, but I forget that one.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it's cool though that they're still trying to bring them there. I mean, I used to see them in bowling alleys. I don't see no arcades in bowling alleys no more.
But the cool thing is
it was
though,
cool,
even when I see arcades, it makes me want to play them.
Yep.
All the time, no matter what it is. It could be a game I have here,
Yep,
and I'll be like,
exactly.
I want to play them.
You know what game I want
when
to
I went
play?
to Barcade, I saw the X-Men arcade game.
Yeah.
And it was
With the
destroyed.
6 players, and I'm just like,
Oh, that's
I literally have this on my Xbox, and I still want to play it here.
Yeah,
I
same thing with
love-
Ninja Turtles.
And then you pop in the
It
corner, you're
shows
like,
you.
damn it, why is this
We
button
need-
missing?
What you say
I was
now?
gonna say we need to do a podcast on this because I haven't played anything like this in the whole as far as a home console. But Time Crisis. God damn it, man! The
Yeah.
arcade
dope.
is
That-
fucking
so
amazing.
fun.
Actually, I think I
It's
played
so
that
much
recently.
fun.
So fun.
Really?
Like when in the past year, I
an
played
arcade?
that. Yeah, I have.
I
Yeah.
want to play that
Me
at
too.
home.
I think it was at
If I
Barcade.
see that in
I think it was
arcade-
at Barcade actually.
Huh?
They don't have the old ones though. They have like
I
the new ones
know.
with the machine gun and
I
stuff.
know.
Yeah, Time
I know.
Crisis 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That is
still
good.
though, if I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Time Crisis, I'm like, oh man.
I
Why
played-
can't they redo those? Well, they can't.
I
because
played
they don't have
Crazy
guns.
Taxi. Crazy
Huh?
Taxi I played recently.
Nintendo Labo. Just get the gun.
Like, get out of here.
There it
man.
goes. Let me take this Nintendo Switch, shove it up my ass.
Oh man. All right.
Yo, did they pay you for that plug?
Yeah.
No, but Nintendo, you better stop paying.
Can you
me for
please just work for them? Because this is getting ridiculous.
this. Anytime Nintendo, plug your
What
stuff.
the hell did I even? What did he say?
Kevin's just peeking the hell out of the mic.
He said, anytime you about to know.
Anytime
What does that
Nintendo, y'all just
He sounded like designer.
send that check. Send that check.
He's just gonna make the audio extra hard for me to fix.
Yep,
so.
it's good.
Thank you,
Kevin's
Kevin.
just gonna
Thank
get you to yell and peek and get all
Yeah, man,
angry and
just-
shit.
So
Send me
listen,
that check.
if you're an old schooler or a new schooler,
So
let us know
check.
what you think about the other. So if you're a new schooler, let us know how you think about it as old schoolers. If you're old schooler, what do you think about the new school?
And let us know what you grew up on. Let us know what you find very easy and what you find very difficult. Because I'm very, very curious to know what games people grew up with and stuff like that. Because you know, none of that shit's tough to me.
Chalk,
except for
I'll be
first
honest with you,
person.
man. When we went to that Smash Brothers tournament, and that kid must have been like 10 years old, 8 years old, and I destroyed him, I felt great about that. So, new schoolers, if I see you guys online in Smash Brothers, I'm gonna love victory.
He's gonna see you next
I
year
love
and
it.
whip that ass.
Absolutely.
No, I'm talking about the kids seeing.
I
you.
mean, on a side,
been
on a
studying.
side note, I was very pissed off you got that easy ass kid who was Marth. I'm like, this kid sucks. Can I just scrub someone? You got some easy people too. I got like the 2 worst. I got the dude who smelled that played as Peach all the time. You know who you are.
Damn.
And I also got that dude who was pretty good with Mario. I almost beat him with Ike. I got some 2 difficult dudes. You guys got some scrubs
I
for your
fought
first
both
2
of those
rounds.
guys.
And I can fuck both you up. It sucks.
Pause.
At the same time!
Well, settle this
Turn
in
the game
verses.
At the same
Wow.
fucking
They're-
time.
they're
2
gonna-
on 1!
They're
Turn
gonna
the
settle
game
this
on.
in verses.
Turn the game on.
2 on
check
1.
them
All
out.
right.
Turn the game
Check
talking
them
that
out.
Nonsense.
Check them out in our series called Versus.
Come see me in Dragon Ball.
All right, guys.
Fuck Dragon Ball.
Peace.
Be sure to subscribe to Level 857 Video Game Podcast at
Yes.
podcast.com.
Podcast.
Podcast.com.
Why am I doing the outro?
Stitcher.com. iTunes. Check it out on iTunes. If you got a podcasting app, doesn't matter what smartphone you're using.
Look up Level
Look up Level
857.
857.
I knew you were
Follow
gonna
us
say
on
that.
all of
Why
our
are you
social media.
yelling?
Why are you screaming? And
Get us on YouTube,
And he
Instagram,
keeps
Twitch, Twitter,
dude,
everything.
you're peeking. You're peeking.
Check us out.
What is that even gonna do?
Every other Wednesday, 8
Let me hit the mic.
p.m. live. We're going to see you later.
I swear, there's a toilet under his fucking seat.
Peace.
It sounds like he's shitting.
Peace, everybody.
Peace. We're getting some wings, yo.
Later.
God damn, man. Sounds like you're shitting when you do the outro. Take
Hey,
your
we
mics
still
off, yo.
live.
Oh, it's this.